The only good thing about leaving my island was being able to properly bid my mother goodbye, I realized as I lay on Maggie's couch replaying the last 24 hours. Seeing her tombstone finalizes her death for me. Bamapi, I whisper under my breath and hear the wind take my salute as I hope she receives it. I'm sad, but won't admit it to myself. After all, I am in no place to be. This was inevitable, and I just have to accept it. It's the circle of life. Someone needs to die for another life to live. Virgil comments on my logic, and I am suddenly just aware I have voiced my opinion out loud. Foolish of me. Can't expect a 13-year-old nephew to understand. It was already foolish enough to trust that a 13-year-old boy knows what he's doing anyway. Even though my right mind is telling me Virgil is going through some mother-son insecurities, or perhaps the shocking Oedipus complex, my gut feeling is telling me to help him. So I must, even past my doubts. Virgil leads me back to their place, and in the nick of time too. I'm getting fairly hungry and my stomach is just starting to voice its disapproval of emptiness. Deep into my self-made bologna sandwich, Virgil tells me we are to depart to the infamous Sammy Andeg's place, as John lives there. This John character is starting to sound as strange as people think I am, and that's a pretty high level already. I sigh loudly. Zagnash. We leave on foot, and when we get to Sammy's place, he smells strongly of beer and yells, Shazibs! We quarrel in the language native to the land. She went off with Caliban, he says in Anishinaabe. Giginamigna ina, I reply. Sammy is extremely fluent in the language, but soon I realize the structure of Anishinaabe is a little bit weird. Go in! He yells angrily, slams the door, and I swear I hear approximately 50 locks being clicked securely behind it. We leave to Beer Bay on foot, and it is in that moment, for a split second, I wish I could drive something, anything, to save my feet from the pain that is more than 10K walking. Machi duk, I curse quietly, hoping Virgil didn't hear me, yet I know he probably did. The more silence that stretched between my nephew and I, the more I regret ever abiding by the self-created rule of family obligations. My mind was chaotic at the moment. No, it couldn't be. Virgil's concerns reached my ears, but not my busy mind. John had to be. Oh, everything would make sense if he was. He had to be. Nana Bush.